Keep trying to win her only if you see these signs. Not every woman is worth your time and effort, but if you spot these signs, she might just be the one. Here's the truth: persistence can be a beautiful thing when done right, but it can also become a trap if you're chasing someone who's not interested. Relationships thrive when both people want the same thing. Unfortunately, many of us have been conditioned to think that the harder you chase, the more deserving you'll be of love. But that's not how it works. This video is going to help you recognize when your persistence is truly worth it. You'll learn to identify the signs of genuine interest, so you can stop wasting your time and energy on someone who doesn't see your value stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll know whether she's really into you or if it's time to move on, why you need to look for these signs. Societal expectations. Society loves a good love story, where the hero doesn't give up, where persistence conquers all. It's romanticized in movies, songs, and even advice columns. But here's what they don't tell you. Not every story has a happy ending, and not every woman you pursue is your happily ever after. Blind persistence can lead you down a path of frustration, confusion, and wasted effort. The reality is that love isn't about endless chasing. It's about connection, mutual respect, and shared effort. If you're the only one running after her while she's standing still, that's not a relationship, that's a one-sided chase, and that's where recognizing these signs becomes crucial: emotional drain. Now let's talk about the toll this takes on you. Constantly trying to win over someone who's not interested isn't just exhausting, it's emotionally damaging. You're putting your heart on the line, bending over backwards you less see, and hoping for crumbs of attention that never come. This kind of pursuit eats away at your self-esteem, makes you quite question your worth, and leaves you drained. And the worst part, it distracts you from focusing on the people who do see your value and who are ready to meet you halfway. So why keep doing this to yourself? You deserve better, and recognizing the signs is the first step to breaking free from this cycle. But don't worry, there's a way to turn this around. If you pay close attention, there are clear signs that show whether she's genuinely interested in you. In the next part of this video, we're going to break down exactly what those signs are, so you'll know when it's worth pursuing her and when it's time to walk away with your head held high. Let's dive into the signs that show she's worth pursuing. Pay attention, because if she checks these boxes, you might just have someone truly special in your life. 1. She makes time for you. Time is one of the most valuable things a person can give you if she's consistently making time for you. Even when her schedule is packed, it's a strong sign she values your presence in her life. Think about this. Everyone is busy. We all have responsibilities, commitments, and personal goals. But when someone is interested, they'll find ways to include you in their day. No matter how hectic it gets, maybe she rearranges her plans to meet you for coffee, or she calls you after a long day just to check in. These small gestures show effort, and effort is everything. Here's an example. Let's say she's got a packed week, but she texts you saying, "I've got an hour free on Friday afternoon. Would you like to grab lunch?" That's not just a casual invite. That's her prioritizing you. It's important to note that her actions should match her words. If she says she values you, but never makes time, that's a red flag. But if she shows up, adjusts her schedule, and actively includes you in her life, it's a clear indication she's worth pursuing. She communicates openly. Open and honest communication is the foundation of any healthy relationship. If she's willing to share her thoughts, feelings, and even her vulnerabilities with you, it's a sign she trusts you and values your connection. Pay attention to how she talks to you. Is she honest about what's going on in her life? Even when it's difficult, does she let you in on her fears, dreams, and personal struggles? These moments of openness aren't just conversations. They're opportunities to build a deeper bond. For example, imagine she tells you about a challenge she's facing at work. She's not looking for you to fix it. She just wants you to listen and understand that's her way of letting you into her world. Or maybe she shares a childhood memory that shaped who she is today. That's not just casual chit-chat, that's trust in action. But here's the key. Communication isn't just about what she says, it's also about how she listens. If she's genuinely interested in your thoughts and feelings, asking questions and engaging in meaningful dialogue. It's a two-way street. Remember, relationships thrive on communication. If she's open, honest, and willing to have real conversations with you, she's showing you that she's not just interested. She's invested interest in your life. One of the most telling signs that she's worth pursuing is when she shows real curiosity about your life, your interests, goals, and passions. This goes beyond the casual questions like, how was your day? It's about her actively wanting to understand what drives you, what excites you, and what you care about. For instance, if you mention a project you're working on, she might follow up days later with, how's the project going? I've been thinking about it. That's more than just idle conversation. It's her wanting to connect with something that matters to you. She asks about your hobbies, your dreams for the future, and even the small things that make you tick. It shows she's not just passing time with superficial chat. She wants to know you on a deeper level. The more she shows interest in your life, the more you can tell that she's emotionally invested. She's not just waiting for her turn to talk, but actively engaging in what makes you who you are. This kind of genuine curiosity is a clear sign that she sees something worth pursuing in you. Before we proceed, if you find value in this video, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us grow and makes you an integral part of our journey, and we deeply appreciate your contribution. Now let's return to our discussion for 4. She supports your growth. A truly supportive partner is someone who pushes you to grow both personally and professionally. If she encourages your ambitions and challenges you to be better, it's a sign she's not just interested in the current version of you. She's invested in your future. Maybe she suggests a book to help you improve your skills, or she's the first to celebrate your accomplishments. No matter how small, she's your biggest cheerleader, always reminding you that you're capable of more. This kind of support elevates your life. It motivates you to be the best version of yourself, knowing you have someone who believes in you. If she's helping you grow in meaningful ways, that's a strong indicator that she's worth fighting for. 5. She respects your boundaries. Respect is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, and it's one of the most essential signs that she's genuinely invested in you. If she respects your boundaries, whether they're emotional, physical, or mental, it means she values your individuality and your needs. Take time for yourself. She supports that need space to focus on a project she understands and encourages it, whether it's respecting your need for solitude or acknowledging when you need to take a break from constant texting. These actions speak volumes. Imagine this. You've been working long hours and mentioned that you need some alone time to recharge. Instead of feeling neglected or questioning your commitment, she responds with, I get it. Take your time. We can catch up later. That's respect. Boundaries aren't just about space. They're also about decisions. If she respects your choices even when they differ from her own, it shows that she values you as an equal partner. She's not trying to change you, but instead, she's supporting the person you are. When boundaries are respected, it builds trust and mutual understanding. 2 things that are absolutely vital for a lasting relationship. 6. She's consistent with her actions. Consistency is key when it comes to building trust in a relationship. If she's genuinely interested in you, her actions will align with her words, and this consistency will make you feel secure in the connection. For example, if she says she'll call you later, and she consistently follows through, that shows reliability. If she promises to make time for you on weekends, she shows up without hesitation. This consistency builds trust over time, making you feel that her interest in you is not just fleeting, But if you notice hot and cold behavior where she's warm and affectionate one moment, distant or unresponsive the next, it's a red flag. This kind of inconsistency leaves you guessing, which is not healthy if her actions remain steady. It demonstrates that she's emotionally grounded and serious about the connection. There's no guessing game with her. What you see is what you get. Consistency creates a safe space for both partners to grow, knowing they can rely on each other. 7. She includes you in her future plans. One of the clearest indicators that she sees a future with you is when she starts including you in her long-term plans. This isn't just about talking about the next weekend getaway. It's about discussing bigger things that show she's thinking ahead and imagining you both as a part of that future. For example, she might talk about her career aspirations and ask for your input, wondering how you could support each other in achieving both of your goals. Or perhaps she mentions a future event, like a wedding or travel, and casually says, we should go to that next year. What do you think she might also start mentioning? Life milestones, like moving in together, buying a house, or even raising a family within the context of your relationship. These aren't just throwaway comments, they are subtle signals that she's thinking about you not just as a partner for today, but for the future. When a woman involves you in her dreams and goals, it shows that she's invested emotionally. She sees you as someone she can build a future with, and she wants to make sure that you're a part of it. This is a clear sign that you're not just someone passing through her life, you're someone she envisions by her side for the long haul. The warning signs to watch for: emotional unavailability. While it's important to look for signs that she's invested in the relationship, it's equally crucial to recognize when someone is emotionally unavailable. This can manifest as flakiness, constantly cancelling plans without a valid reason, or avoiding deeper conversations about the future. If she's reluctant to commit constantly, dodges questions about exclusivity, or gives vague answers when asked about her feelings, it's a sign that she's not ready or willing to give you the emotional investment you deserve. Relationships require two people to meet each other halfway, and if she's holding back emotionally, it's time to reassess your efforts. Manipulation, sometimes what looks like affection or interest, can be manipulative behavior. In disguise, manipulation often appears subtle at first. It could be passive, aggressive comments or guilt, tripping you into doing things for her. She might make you feel like you're responsible for her happiness, or always act like the victim. In situations, pay attention. If she seems to control the dynamic in the relationship, making you feel like you have to prove yourself constantly. This behavior is emotionally draining and often disguised as care, but in reality, it's a red flag that needs to be addressed immediately. Actionable tips for moving forward for when she shows these signs. If she's showing genuine interest, making time for you and communicating openly, that's your cue to invest more in the relationship. When you recognize these signs, put in the effort, but always maintain your own sense of balance. A healthy relationship is built on mutual care and respect for when she doesn't show these signs. If she's consistently showing you emotional unavailability or manipulative behavior, it's time to walk away. Don't be afraid to preserve your self-worth. There are many people out there who will appreciate you for who you are, and it's better to move on than waste time on someone who doesn't value you. To sum up, it's essential to recognize the signs that show a woman is genuinely interested in you, making time for you, communicating openly, supporting your growth, and respecting your boundaries are all key indicators. If these signs are present, it's worth investing in the relationship. Take a moment to reflect on your own relationships. Are you seeing these signs of genuine interest, or is it time to reevaluate? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch our other videos for more relationship insights.